what it takes to improve. What does it take to become the person you want to be? What it takes, you have to you first, in order to improve, you need to change. And then in order to change, you need to think differently. You need to have a different mindset. You need to tune your thinking, because you've been on this frequency your whole life, because we all live on a frequency. And the thing is, what you need to do is change your frequency. Like, you've been living on this one way trip. You've been living on this one way of life, and you've been attracting this one way of life. You haven't seen any difference. Maybe you want to improve because you haven't seen any difference in your life. Maybe you want to change some habits. Either way, if you think and realize and look at everything, it's a pattern of something, because you are living on the same frequency. You're still doing the same things at the end of the day. So, what you need to do is just change it, move, think differently. And what you have to do in order to think differently, you have to look and be honest with yourself at your flaws. You have to look, especially the flaws that scream their flaws, like, say, um, it's just anything. It could be anything, bro. It could just be anything. Just look at your flaws. And what a lot of people, when looking at flaws, and what I have to say in this generation is, when looking at your flaws, I say what are genuinely considered flaws are things that don't align with your dream person. Like, I say that's the safest way to consider what's a flaw, because nowadays you can basically do anything, and some people will agree with you and some won't. There's so many people in the world that there will literally always be someone that disagrees, dislikes, that likes, and agrees. Simple as that. There's no way around that, because there are so many people and so many different minds. So that's how that's always going to be. So basically, you have to look at yourself, and then you have to imagine who you want to be. Now, that could be, that should be what I say people should have in their mind, is who they want to be, down to how they sleep, how they eat, how they walk, everything. Should be the most, you should be the most fanned out person for yourself, because this person that you're imagining in your mind should be you in the future. It should just be the future version of you yourself, and it should be a person that you admire. You know, you admire. That's doing something that you admire, all that is successful in your dream. But he does these things that you wouldn't do and aren't doing right now. You feel me? Like, he gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, right now, you thinking like, "Why the fuck would I do that?" But like, he does it just because it makes him feel more productive and get him more ready. It allows him to be more prepared for the day and whatever he has to do. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you have to imagine the future, your future self, you have to physically make that a person that is living, doing their own shit in your mind, and follow that like it's a list. You feel me? Like, okay, he does this. Okay, I need to be doing this. Okay, he does that. I need to be doing that. You feel me? It's just like that. That is where you can dig right without being a dig writer. You feel me? It's like, because it's yourself and you are trying to become the best version of yourself. So it's not really dig writing if you think about it. But like, that's just a way I can put it for our generation. You feel me? So after you got your imaginated self into your imagination, you feel me? You, like I said, you have to move toward it and become who you want to be. You feel me? It's just like you just imagine that person, you compare everything that that person does with everything that you do. What time does this nigga wake up? What time does the future you, what time does that person wake up? The future me probably wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go run and drink energy smoothies with nice protein so he can feel good to go make the milli of the day that only took 30 minutes. Like there's no, you can go above and beyond with your imagination. And we're in a time where you can damn near go above and beyond with anything you want to do. Like any dreams, any of that. We got AI and all that, bro. And I say one problem that I come in contact with a lot is when I'm trying to focus on myself and improve myself, I let like the world get it to me. Thinking about the Epstein, all that, the Trump, all that, what the government is doing, all of that gets to my brain and it makes me think, oh shoot, well I gotta worry about this and I gotta worry about that, and it's pushing out all room to improve, it's pushing out all room in my own life. You feel me? And it's just like what I was saying, and then I get to thinking, oh, it just leaves it leaves zero room for what I'm trying to do, because in order to improve, you need to be completely focused on yourself, on your life, and not everyone else's life and literally what's going on out there. So that's one big problem I face that I don't know if everybody else might face, but I know I do. And yeah, so pretty much that's what it takes to improve. And I say another good way of thinking of to wrap all this into one thing. If you really can't put all of this into play yourself, think of it as an alter ego. Create this person. It could be like, you can think of it as anime. Anything, bro. It's your imagination. So you can think of it, but just make sure this person has your best interest, your outlook, and just doing something you would want to be doing. And moving how, and then just imagine, like you have to imagine that person moving in the way that they have to in order to get the life that they have. And then you start doing that. So, because then there's no room for, oh, I'm not that. Like, you literally can't not be that. You feel me? I don't know how to explain it. If you envision yourself, or if you envision a person, imagine a person, and you copy that person every day and what they do, you are going to become that person. Like, you're going to become that person. Like, that's the easiest way I can put it. That's the easiest way I can put it. And there's nothing else to it. That's how you change. You look at a version of yourself that is doing better than you, and you move like him. You move like it. And you become him. Simple as that. Simple as that. Nothing else to this video, man. That was pretty much it. Love y'all. Hope y'all get the gist. Peace out, twin.